Hi, I'm Rishi. Welcome to my YouTube astrology channel. I have been studying astrology for over 20 years and have been on the internet for about as long. So this is something I should have done a long time ago. But now is as good a time as any to start because there are changes taking place in the cosmic energy of the universe that are going to shake you up and impact your life in more ways than you can know. Rahu transits into Gemini and Ketu transits into Sagittarius on the 23rd of March 2019. And I am here to help you understand how these major transits are going to affect your life. Rahu and Ketu are considered two extremely important planets of Indian astrology. They are nodes of the moon, and they are not always understood by Western astrologers. But we believe that they are amongst the most powerful planets of Indian astrology because they alone have the ability in the horoscope to eclipse both sun and moon. Sun is considered the king of the horoscope and moon is the queen. And these two planets are the only ones with the energy to neutralize both sun and moon. In Indian astrology, we do not look at transits around sun signs. We study transits relative to the birth position of moon. So we look at where moon is placed in your natal horoscope, and we try and understand the impact of the transits around that position of moon. Every planet impacts the house it sits in as well as the house it aspects. And every house of the horoscope refers to a very specific and unique part of your life and your destiny. And there are certain houses where certain planets function well and other houses in which they don't function so well. So when we look at this aspect of Rahu and Ketu, we're going to see what houses they transit in relative to your birth moon and what houses they aspect. So I'm going to be looking at all 12 moon signs and I'm going to help you understand how these transits, Rahu into Gemini and Ketu into Sagittarius, are going to affect your life in the next 18 months. If your moon is in Libra, then Rahu is going to be transiting 9th from your natal moon. The 9th house is a trine. It's the house of destiny. It's also a very favorable part of the horoscope for Rahu to be in. So overall, Rahu is going to give very good results for such horoscopes. Rahu is going to promote your destiny. It's going to help you realize your goals. It's going to help you discover yourself in many ways. But there is something that you should be careful about as well. Rahu is going to be aspecting natal moon through this transit. Now, Rahu is naturally considered a planet of change. It's a worldly planet. It's also considered a planet of delusion. The moon is the manaskarak, it's the significator of the mind. So Rahu's transit over birth moon is likely to cause too much disturbance to the mind. It's going to cause for a situation where you're going to want to reinvent yourself, to rediscover yourself. You will want to change everything about your life. Now, change is a good thing, but this much change, the sort of change that Rahu tends to want, tends to be a little bit too much. So you need to be a little restrained, you need to be a little controlled through this time. Things are going to be favorable and you can attempt change, but do remind yourself of your boundaries every now and then. Rahu is also going to be aspecting the house 5th from your natal moon. Now the 5th house of the horoscope refers to your children, it refers to romance, it refers to education, it refers to luck. Rahu is favorable for this horoscope, so it's going to promote all of these qualities. Rahu is going to help you in your education. If you're a student, you're going to find greater focus, greater concentration, greater determination. If you're looking for light-hearted romance, then this is the perfect time for you to find someone in your life. It's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. Your luck is also going to be supported through the spirit. So overall, I can say that this transit of Rahu through Gemini is going to give very good results for you, but you've got to control yourself to a certain extent, or there is always the possibility that you can run wild and you can end up, bringing about so much change that you really don't know how to deal with all these new circumstances in your life. Along with the transit of Rahu, there's also the transit of Ketu to consider. Ketu is going to be transiting through Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the house third from your natal moon. Now, the third house is a very powerful place for Rahu to be positioned in, because Rahu tends to do very well in this house. This house naturally deals with your brothers and sisters. It deals with your energy level. It deals with name and fame, the amount of appreciation that you receive in your work environment, in your social environment. Ketu, favorable for this horoscope, is going to promote all of these qualities. It's going to help you build better relationships with your co-borns, with your siblings, with your brothers and sisters. If you've been having some sort of issues with them, this is a great time to resolve all of those problems. You're going to find that your energy is promoted, you feel better about yourself, you find much greater enthusiasm and passion in your everyday life. You also find greater appreciation both at work and socially. So this transit of Ketu is going to do good things for you. Ketu, while sitting in this house, aspects the 7th house from moon of this horoscope. And the 7th house is related to marriage. It's related to your partner, your husband, your wife, your significant other. It's related to all the important relationships of your life. Ketu, we've seen, is favorable for this chart. So it's going to help your marriage. It's going to help your relationship with your partner. And if you are not married, if you are looking to get married, then there is a good possibility that in the next 18 months you will find the partner who is correct for you. You will find somebody who's good for you. You will end up meeting your soulmate, the one that you are meant to be with. Ketu also aspects the house of gain through this transit. So it's going to help you profit in unimagined ways. It's going to give you success in unexpected manners. So both the transit of Rahu and the transit of Ketu seem to suggest very good outcomes for this horoscope. Rahu is going to tend to create a situation where you may want to overdo things, so you need to temper that down ever so slightly. But Ketu is going to allow you to function really well. You're going to be effective, you're going to be successful, you're going to be doing really well on your personal front, on your relationship front, and gaining profit in ways that you can't imagine right now. So overall, I would say it's a really favorable transit and something that you should be excited about going forward in the next 18 months. I would like to mention that these are the results that you can expect due to the transit of Rahu and Ketu into these new signs. But there are 7 other planets that are transiting in the universe at the same time. We have to study those results as well. And we have to study the nature of your individual horoscope, how the planets are positioned there, their relationship with each other, before we can get a complete picture of what can be expected in your life. However, I feel reasonably certain that the results that I have spoken of just now are the circumstances that will attempt to manifest in your lives over the next 18 months as a result of Rahu's transit through Gemini and Ketu's transit through Sagittarius. Thank you for watching my video. I look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions, as well as your ideas about what I should do in other videos that I'm planning up ahead. Do write to me.